Just give me a second. I'll post the link. Okay, we are live. Toastmaster Satyajit, you can begin the meeting.
Good morning, Toastmasters and the guests. How are you all today?
Good morning. We are all good. How are you?
I'm good also. Wonderful, wonderful. My name is Sutis Samantu, and today I am going to be the certificate arms for the club. I welcome you all to the 94th meeting of Rendezvous Toastmaster Club, and I really appreciate you all for attending today. Before moving on, I want everyone to participate in like tongue twisting. Okay. So for that, I want to share my my screen sharing is disabled.
You can share now.
Ma'am,
You can share.
just repeat the just repeat with me.
Okay.
Fred fed Ted bread and Ted fed Fred bread.
Fred
Fed bread and Ted fed bread. Bread and Ted fed bread. Okay.
Everyone. Try one.
Please unmute yourselves.
Bread and Ted fed bread and Ted fed bread. Fed and Ted fed bread.
Bread. Oh, EDG. That is pretty fast. Fed bread and Ted fed bread. Oh, bread. Okay. Yeah, that's a nice one, Satyajit.
You people are so talented. Okay. Now moving to the next part. As you all know, the Toastmaster International was founded by late Dr. R. Medley in 1924 at YMCA, California. Toastmaster International mission is to empower individuals to become more effective communicator and leaders. To keep that in mind, I request you all to please repeat with me the club mission. Our club mission is to
Provide a supportive and positive learning experience.
Each members are
Each members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater confidence and personal growth.
Thank you. Now, there are three taboo topics which we are different from speaking in the meeting are politics, religion, and sex. I request to all Toastmaster and guests, please switch off their phone or keep them in silent to avoid any disturbances. Please avoid any movement during the speeches as it may disturb the speaker. Speaking in this platform needs lots of efforts, so please give big round of applause. Now, I would like to call someone. She is a Toastmaster since 2015, winner of evaluation division level last year, division level runner-up in international speech in 2016 and 2017, pioneer in first ever online meeting held on Cisco WebEx in 2020 in District 105. Currently, she is serving as District IT Manager. Please put your hands together and welcome our club president, DTM Nita ma'am. What do you, Nita ma'am?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Satyajit. And Toastmaster Satyajit is one lucky person this year. Any idea why he is called as a lucky person this year in the club? Anyone? Acha? No, no, no. Anybody who's getting married is not going to be lucky. Yeah. Anyone else? Well,
Maybe
he
he
is
only
the lucky
shared with you.
person. Sorry?
Maybe he only shared with you. The
No,
lucky
he
shared
didn't.
with
He
you.
didn't. He didn't. He didn't. Okay. He's
Okay.
lucky person because a sergeant at arms is that role, that officer who gets to speak at every meeting in the whole year, which means 24 times he's going to come on the screen with his innovative power, and he's going to open the meeting, and the entire meeting is dependent on his energy vibe. So how did you find our club sergeant at arms Toastmaster Satyajit today? Was he fantastic? Did he twist your
Yes, it's
minds?
always fantastic.
Yes?
Thank
Okay,
you.
can you just give him a big round of applause, please? Yeah. Now, thank you so much. Can I get to see the audience? Yeah, the audience is here. Can we have somebody on the stage all the time, if it's okay? Okay, I think the Toastmaster of the day is going to come here anyways, but then, yeah. Good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to the 94th meeting of Rendezvous Toastmasters. As the club president with the power vested in me, I declare this meeting number 94 open. Okay, and for all the guests who have come in here today, you need to understand that you have taken the first most significant step towards bettering your personality, your thoughts. There's so much that you can bring as a change into your life by just changing your perspective at looking things at different situations. So here it's going to be a totally it's a complete transformation that happens at Toastmasters. Though people think it's only communication and leadership, there's much more that happens here, and you will understand that when you take up roles, not once, not twice, but at every meeting. Even if it is a timer role, it teaches you patience, it teaches you observation skills, it teaches you perseverance. Okay, can we have everyone else muted, please? Can I just make the stage or the audience view as a host? Yeah, I'm making you as a co-host. If you all can just mute. Thank you. So for our guest today, Toastmasters is a meeting that happens every month twice. So we meet 15 days once and we meet for 2 hours. And in these 2 hours, what do? Well, as you can see here on the shared screen, we have about 270,000 members across the globe. Okay, when we say across the globe, in one country, they are like, let's talk about UAE itself. We have about 200 plus clubs over here and 3,000 plus members. So when we're looking at such a small area having so many members, we can talk about, and it has survived for the last 100 years, not just survived, but actually become very successful fraternity in networking, in enhancing the communication skills, and in also various other things like getting you a career, getting you business, and all those things, apart from the main core thing that is communication. Okay, so why is it sustained and survived for 100 years where other clubs, other fraternities have died down without, I mean, in spite of involving money, and this not even involving that much of a money, is because I learn, I am happy, so I now am ready to give it to somebody else. This is the thought that happens, that is, infused in every Toastmaster over here. So Anjana, Shipra, and Jafar, today you will learn way ahead after 2 years or 3 years, even before that, you become so confident that you want to pass it on to a person whom you love. And that is how it keeps spreading from one person to another person. So we come here, we conduct meetings, we have about roughly 15 to 20 members per meeting, and the members don't necessarily happen to be from the same club because we believe in supporting each other fraternity. So we have Nazreen here today who is serving as the evaluator for one of our speakers. We specifically call them from other clubs so that we get to learn from people from other clubs, their culture, how it is. Each club has got its own way of operating the meetings. Though the role plays are the same, the way it is conducted is different. All right, so we have impromptu speeches, which I'm going to conduct today, wherein you are given a topic and then you have to think on your feet and talk about it for 2 minutes. Then we have prepared speeches. The whole thing is based on a lovely curriculum called the Pathways. Okay, the entire curriculum is based on some paths, and you need to choose one path when you become a member. And once you choose a path, there will be about 5 levels in each path, and each level will again have minuscules of projects. And these projects are speeches, but they're not speeches which you just come here and blabber about. They are speeches which have an objective based on which you are evaluated and you're also mentored. So you're given a mentor free of cost. You can sit and bug your mentor or have a buddy relationship with your mentor and brainstorm as to how you want to project your speech. So there's so much fun that's happening behind the scenes and also at the scene. All right. So once you complete 5 levels, you can choose another path later on and start off afresh. Now, the different paths that you're seeing here, some of them have been nipped off, but some are still there. 6 of them are still there, out of which we have engaging humor. Humor is not everyone's cup of tea, as I always say. So if you take something like that, it will tell you how exactly you can start infusing humor into your speeches. And your mentor also can help you along with it. Slowly, you'll start losing the fear of, making people listen to you or even standing in front of people. All right. So apart from that, we do have presentation mastery. We have team collab, I think strategic relations tips. There's some 6 parts which are still existing out of these 11 parts, from which you need to choose one when you register yourself. All right. So once you finish every level, you get a digital certificate all the way from Toastmasters International, signed by the current international president. Okay. The Toastmasters International has got its own board of committee board. And the CEO and the international president are there. The CEO serves for quite a period. The international president serves for 2 years every time. So very recently, we've had, just a second, I'm sorry, yeah. We've had the new international president, DTM Radhi taking over for the year 2024-26, and DTM Sujit Sukumaran for our region. He is going to be the international director. So DTM Sujit Sukumaran is from District 127. All right. Now, having said, talking about leaders, we have the division director who is going to be the Toastmaster of the day today. He's going to be the host for this meeting. We have Toastmaster Kaushik ji, who is the current division director for Division A. And we have Toastmaster Paramjit ji, who is our current area director. Both of them are currently strongly standing as pillars for all the clubs in this division and in their respective area. This is our club XCOM. So every club cannot run haphazardly. We have an XCOM that stands in front of us, behind the scenes, making every meeting, every Toastmaster an able Toastmaster, an able speaker. So who are the 7 club XCOM that we have? We start with the president, the vice president education, the vice president public relations, the vice president membership. Then you have the treasurer, the secretary, the sergeant at arms, and the immediate past president. For anything that you have, any concerns regarding your projects, please do get in touch with your mentor. Any concerns you have regarding the mentor, get in touch with the VP, Vice President Education. And overall concerns, always you can get back to the president, who is currently me. Yep. So that's more about the Toastmasters journey. And as Toastmaster Satyajit already mentioned, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, he's the person who initiated, who's the founder of Toastmasters International. And that's been, totally distributed across the globe. And so many people are benefiting from this. And most of us are not members of just one club. We are members of more than one club. Why, you may ask? You will learn it when you become, you will understand it better when you become a Toastmaster. Thank you so much. With that, I sign off as the president. And now I'm going to invite on stage somebody who is going to take this meeting forward from here. When you have a party at home, you become the host of that party, right? Similarly, when you have a meeting in Toastmasters, we also arrange for a host to take care of that meeting all through. Just give me a second. Yes. So whom do I call on the stage now? Today, our Toastmaster of the day is, he is a master's in business administration. He is the Director of Manufacturing, where you may ask. Well, he is a versatile head of manufacturing and supply chain with expertise in formulating competitive strategies. So, if you need to do some strategic marketing or plot strategies, where to go? You need to go to this gentleman because he is very good in formulating competitive strategies, policies, and SOPs for streamlined multi location plant operations. He maintains a track record of success in setting up plans from ground up, penetrating global markets and generating new business. Now, he is a master of pun intended, is what I call very jovial, a true servant leader, currently serving as the division director for Division A, District 127. He was also our ardent area director last year. Let's welcome Toastmaster Kaushik ji. Toastmaster Satyajit, on my behalf, will welcome him at the venue. So let's have Toastmaster Kaushik ji on the stage. Kaushik ji, 1 second. I have not introduced the guests. I'm giving that part of it. I'm handing it over to you. If you could just ask the guests to say a few words about why they are here and their background, that would be great. Handing it over to you. Thank you. Stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Anita. Very good morning. Morning. What a day today. Satyajit promised me that he is 56 kg and I am 86. So he will bring me to that level, asking me to exercise every day. So today was the part of tongue and the last week was the part of something else. Thank you very much, Satyajit. Thank you very much, Anita. Let us start the day. I can see some guests, as Anita told. Anjana, will you please introduce yourself? Who are you? Who asked you to come here and how do we know Toastmasters?
Hello, good morning. My name is Anjana. Actually, I was referred to one of my friend, Mr. Nasir. Actually, I'm a HR manager working in Dubai. I'm one of digital marketing company. Something in explore a few things. I thought it's a good platform. So he asked me to just go through it and see if it works for you. So I thought, yes, let me check it out.
Thank you very much. We will try our best to give some takeaway for you.
Thank you.
There is Jafar.
Hi. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Can you see me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Actually, my name is Jafar. I'm also referred by Mr. Nasir. I'm working in Al Madina Group. This is currently working as a change agent. Okay. I'm new to this meeting and I would like to know more about the process and how it is working.
Sure. Thank you, Jafar.
Okay.
Thank you very much for joining.
Okay, you're welcome.
Sipra.
Hi, this is Shipra. I am working as a program manager in one of the banks locally in Dubai. And my purpose to join this setup is to, further enhance my communication skill.
Great, Sipra. May I request Nazir? Are you there? Sanjay. I think they are not at this point in front of the screen. Okay, let us start the meeting then. We will take care of this Nazir and Sanjay later on. Whenever we get up from the sleep every day, we think something need to be changed. Maybe not everyone, But I always think whenever alone that okay, something is not right, something needs to be changed. Maybe my friends, my family, my office, my colleagues, systems, country, world. But I thought this thought came from my son actually, whom I told not to surf mobile too much. And he asked me, that is fine, that is a change you are asking me to do. But I also told you something to change something in yourself. Did you? But I thought this is a very thought-provoking thing. So we want changes, but are we ready to be changed? We want changes in others as per our likings. But how much we are ready to be changed as per the liking of others? Let us introspect today throughout the meeting. And I will start with a change in the agenda today. DTM Soba, who was our grammarian and word master, is not there with us today for some medical emergency in her family. And Toastmaster Gurvinder will be taking part to do this role. In a Toastmaster meeting, there are many silent role players also, like a timer. Today's timer is Toastmaster Kamal. Kamal, can you just signal? And how will you do it and what is your role? Can you please explain?
Good morning, all. Today we have three sessions. First is prepared speech. In prepared speech, there is a level one speech in which minimum to qualify that within 4 minutes I will show the green light. Then 5 minutes I will show the amber light, and at 6 you will red light, and 30 seconds additional. For the second speech, minimum to qualify is 5 minutes. At the time I will show the green. Then 6 minutes I will show the amber, and the 7 minutes for the red, and 30 seconds is the additional time. Second session is the evaluation session. For the evaluation session, 2 minutes is the minimum time to qualify. Then I will show the green, 2.5 at amber, and 3 minutes for red. And the last session is for table topic session. For in table topic session, each those must have to qualify. Them they have to speak for 1 minute. Then at the time I will show the green, 1.5 minutes at amber, and 2 minutes for red, and 30 seconds additional. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal. In a Toastmaster meeting, we start with a new word to enhance our vocabulary. And the person who introduced this word to us is called word master in a Toastmaster meeting. Today, to do the role, we have someone who is very energetic, not very old in Toastmaster, but already got some accomplishments in the annual contests. Very helpful Toastmaster Gurvinder. Please welcome with the big round of applause, Toastmaster Gurvinder. Gurvinder, before you start your job, may I ask something? How comfortable you are to change? It is not a table talk, just
Actually, one has to be comfortable for a change because that's the only option. Sometimes life doesn't give options to many choices. And the early we adapt to change, the more the life becomes easier. So I'm always open to change. And as they say, change is always good.
great. All the best. Please present your word. Toastmaster Gurvinder.
Yeah. Dear Toastmasters and guests, I don't know whether I'm completely visible or not. So, very good morning to you, all of you. And as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers who are going to speak today and listening to them carefully. Also, as a grammarian role, the use of language is to be concentrated by me. I will take the notes of any improper language as well as any outstanding words, quotations, sayings, thoughts. As a grammarian, it is also my role to introduce a new word. Well, when I say introduce, it will be something probably beyond my scope, but I would say introducing a word which you would have already come across many times. But when I'm introducing that word to you today, I will probably give more insights about the word. Now, the word is, you would have all heard, inquisitive. It's a very common word. We generally use it, and we use it in the form of its synonym, curious. Inquisitive directly means about a person who's always eager to learn new things, always eager to find more information, who's always curious. If I have to tell you about the origin of the origin of the word is basically from French language, where it used to be said as inquisitive with an F as in foxtrot at the end. However, the word has different synonyms: curious, interested, interfering, melding, inquiring, questioning. It has antonyms as well: disinterested, indifferent, apathetic. So, dear Toastmasters and guests, we use inquisitive word in so many forms in our day-to-day language that Mr. X is very inquisitive about learnings. He's very inquisitive about knowing what is happening in other organizations. Mr. Kaushik is very much inquisitive in knowing what is happening in Toastmaster world. So we have so many sentences that we can make. And the other side of the word is, this word is sometimes taken as a bit of negative word as well. So sometimes it has also been said that his inquisitive nature is making me uncomfortable. He's so inquisitive that he's entering into my personal space. So the word has a negative as well as positive uses. His inquisitive style of conversation often left me feeling as though I were being interrogated. So I will leave you with the thought, ladies and gentlemen, how do you want to use this word, in a positive form or a negative form? But I would encourage if you can use the word today in any of the sentences. Who would like to start?
Inquisitive is the prerequisite to be a Toastmasters.
Let's have the guests also try, Shipra.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about a sentence that I can build with inquisitive. Sorry. Give me some time, maybe.
Shipra is being inquisitive about thinking. This is also one form of using the word. So that's all
That's
right.
good.
How about Nazir, if I may ask you, would you like to use the word? Nazir from guests, would you like to use the word inquisitive in any sentence if you're comfortable? Okay, I think I'm not audible to him. May I ask Sanjay? Okay. Mr. Zafar? Mr. Zafar? Mr. Zafar would like to use. Okay, I will leave the stage and then I would request anybody, just one more sentence to help each other. Anyone?
I would like to make one sentence.
Yeah. Great. We
So,
have two. Yeah.
the social media is inquisitive about a lot of celebrities' life.
Perfect. Amazing. So,
I was very inquisitive today when Mr. Kaushik was doing the TM Modi of the day, so I can learn better to do it in my next TM Modi.
yeah, amazing. Amazing. So, with a lot of positive aura in the room, and as well as this is a hybrid meeting, I can see a lot of people out there. I am very inquisitive to see what innovative is going to happen in today's meeting. All the best to all of you.
Toastmaster, you can see that okay, I'm slightly bent because I'm feeling a lot of pressure to perform today. The topic what we were discussing before, the change we are looking, but are we ready to be changed? There is a study in Harvard which revealed 70% of changes in the world, in the business, were not successful, not because they were unnecessary, but because people are not ready to take the change. Just think of anyone in your life, of whom or her you think something needs to be changed to match with you. These words generally we do not tell, but this is in the back of our mind. You need to change someone as you like to be, as you like him or her to be. But if you see in the mirror, are you ready to be like his or her choice? If both does not work, I think the changes will not happen because changes are not something to be imposed. Changes need to be accepted. I will discuss this throughout the meeting. So let me do my job today. Today, the first session of Toastmasters meeting is a prepared speech. Prepared speech is something, as DTM Anita mentioned in the beginning, there are projects in different levels. Toastmasters write a speech based on the objective. They rehearse it, get it mentored by the mentor, improve it, and come here on the stage to present it. This is a lot of effort. People who are Toastmaster for years still think that okay, coming on the stage in front of someone needs effort. And today, to do the first speech, we have someone very new in our club, but not new to the Toastmaster. He is Toastmaster Jishan. Toastmaster Jishan will be presenting the icebreaker. What is icebreaker? Is the first speech of any pathway, or you can say the first speech in the Toastmasters Club being attempted is called icebreaker, breaking the ice. Maybe he did it before, but the particular pathway he is breaking the ice today. Let me welcome Toastmaster Jishan. Before that, I should ask the evaluator of his speech, Toastmaster Najri, to read out the objective. Toastmaster Nazrin, over to you.
Thank you, TMOD. So my target speaker, Toastmaster Jishan, will be attempting his icebreaker speech in the path of engaging humor. The purpose of the speech is to introduce himself to the club and to learn the basic structure of public speaking. The speech length is 4 to 6 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Jishan.
Toastmaster Jishan. Jishan, before you start your speech, how many times you want someone to be changed in your relation, office, country, world, anything you want to be changed?
When change is inevitable, change is only constant or negative. Yes, obviously, when you feel your life is getting more complacent or you feel it's getting monotonous, you're doing the same thing again and again, you definitely, desire, crave for that change. So yes, when even at the workplace, you feel when you're getting too comfortable, then yes, I want to change the work.
You want to change something?
Something else, something more better, maybe a different prospect. That is what I mean.
Okay. So today, the icebreaker speech from Toastmaster Jishan on engaging humor. Engaging humor, level 1 icebreaker, Toastmaster Jishan.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kaushik. Before I introduce myself to the audience, to the members, everyone, I would like to share a real life incident of my life. This is a day when I was born. This is a day when my mother was going through the labor pain and I was about to come out in this world. It was midnight, past midnight. It was raining heavily and it was a thunderstorm in the city. It's not that because I'm coming out. It's just because of coincidence. And there was a lot of chaos in the hospital. There was accidents happening and there was a few road accidents and people rushing into the hospital, outpatients and everyone. Amidst all this chaos, I was born. And then the nurse comes in and my dad picks me up. This is a famous story which has been retold hundreds of times in my household. So he picks me up and then the nurse says, just we need to take the baby to the post prenatal pre-care ward where we're going to place the baby. And we need your details of the parents and the dummy name, the name, whatever you're going to name the baby. You have a serial number, but also you name a baby, give a dummy name. It's not going to be in the birth certificate, but still a name, just to recognize the baby. So there's already a name decided for me. My name is Jishan Ali. So they go with the same name. And there are already 3 babies with the same name in the list. So my dad says just remove the Z and just keep a J. It becomes Jishan Ali. So and then still he's not convinced that I might be replaced with other babies. So he's paranoid. So he follows the nurse and he takes a eyeliner. The eyeliner is most important thing in the maternity bag. You just take the eyeliner, the kajal thing. Whenever the baby is born, you put a dark circle on the left leg that wards all the evil eye. That's the most important thing you need to have in a maternity bag. So he takes a liner. The idea is before placing me into the baby ward, the post care ward, so he wants to mark an X on my left butt or a right. So he just goes slowly, sneaks in without seeing the nurse. He just pulls out the cloth which I'm wrapped in, and he pulls out the left side because his right hand was injured. So he pulls on the left side, the left buttock, and then he tries to mark it, and then he just bursts out laughing because there is a weird mole on my left buttock, already indicating the significance that I am different from others. So that day, he has decided that I have come with pre-installed abilities for all his solutions, all his problems, pre-installed solutions that I wouldn't be troubling him much. But life is not that easy. Life is not that simple. So my mom and dad, they moved from the city which I was born to other city, to Hyderabad, for better prospects. I was left with my grandparents when I was 1 year old. And I grew up in an environment where there were many aunts and grandparents, and much of family support. When my father and mother were striving and doing hard work in a different city, after 5 years or 6 years, when they were well settled in Hyderabad and they had a good prospect and a house and everything, and then they picked me up over from my grandparents to the other city. So it was difficult. The child who has grown up in a particular place, when you just put him in another place, it feels weird. It feels you are in a different place, and you always get nitpicked, by everyone, that you're different. You feel yourself that you are not amongst all. You feel you're different. So it was a hard time. The place where I moved, the language was a tough part, where I couldn't understand the language. I couldn't even speak a single word of it. I couldn't even understand what the others are speaking. It was very difficult as a child, growing up. And my both parents were working. So at the age of maybe 5 or 6, I was handling myself. I had a small room. So I used to unlock the door myself. The lock of the door used to be at the bottom at the knee level, so that I can open the key myself, the main door. And I used to stay in the hall, and the main bedroom and everything used to be closed. So it was lonely. I mean, but still, I would say it was I was alone, but I won't say lonely, because I was already every day, my father comes up with some new stuff, the comics or everything. They a lot of discussion. Even after he comes back from the office after 6 o'clock, we sit together and used to talk till 11:30, 12 every day. A lot of things I used to look forward for that whenever my parents were going to come home after 6:30. So growing up, this was my life, and then when it comes to the studies part, I was natural. I was not much of a hard worker, but it came naturally to me. But I was very bad at maths. The place I come from, being bad at mathematics is cardinal sin. It's cardinal sin generally with the place I come from. So, but I found that math problem to be a major one when I was in my giving my engineering entrance examination. It was a major part. So I got into a good college with my abilities in other subjects, but I was not happy. So I wanted to do a master's. So I just worked hard and I got into Triple IT Hyderabad. But at the same time, my mom and dad, they they both lost jobs, and the company went into a bankruptcy mode, and then they had to lose job, and I had to discontinue MSIT. Now, my whole aim was to be an embedded software engineer, but I had to drop my dream over there and had to join a software company immediately. So that was the worst part, where I had to get rid of my, the dream which I was having from the childhood. But still, I didn't feel bad, but because that is what was the requirement at that moment was, and then I just moved from there. And then from the past 10 years, I'm here in the UAE. I worked 6 years in Abu Dhabi, and then I moved to Dubai since last 3 years, and I'm working with Dubai Islamic Bank currently. And yes, I want to attribute all that what I am today to my parents, to my mentors, to my teachers, and all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jisan. Toastmasters, how did you find Jisan different, naturally different?
A standing ovation.
Of course, standing over the tradition of Toastmasters to congratulate someone breaking ice. We shall have it today. A naturally different guy who is senior IT officer in Dubai Islamic Bank. I found did not actually require this synthetic eyeliner thing. He is naturally different. Congratulations, Jishan. Thank you. For the next speech, we have someone who is a chemist in Camelicious and in Toastmaster for a couple of years. She started, I think, 3 years before and became quite confident speaker these days. Rosalinda. Rosalinda is not very comfortable in changing things, but we will ask her what she expects from others. She will be attempting level 1, pathway 3, and the title of the topic is the Pearl of the Orient. Before she starts, may I request DTM Paramjit Singh, who is the evaluator today, to read out the objective. Toastmaster is the only platform where you get real-time feedbacks, evaluations, and that's for free. Any class for communication skills, English language, this, that, does not give you real-time evaluation, which you get in the Toastmaster platform. DTM Paramjit Singh, may I request you to read out the objective, please?
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. Rosalinda is attempting a project called Research and Presenting. And the purpose of this project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Paramjit. Please welcome with a very big round of applause, Toastmaster Rosalinda. So, Rosalinda, what do you want to change in your surroundings? In your surroundings, not the husband, other.
If I were asked anything to be changed, let's say in my family, in my children, I would change nothing. I don't want to change anything because whatever God has given to me, I appreciate it. I love my family, my children, my husband, and I will.
Great. So she left everything on God. So let us see what she has in kitty. Toastmaster Rosalinda, the Pearl of the Orient.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Pearl of the Orient, Toastmaster Rosalinda.
Action. Fellow Toastmasters, friends, guests, including those on the screen, those who attended the online meeting, very good morning. And how many of you have already visited Philippines? Or have you ever visited Philippines? Okay, let's explore the Philippine culture, tradition, and values. As you can see here, first, I would like to show you the map of the Philippines. As you notice, it is divided in 3 parts: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And it's somewhere in Luzon. If you notice also, it has many islands. Philippines consists of around 7,641 islands. And this makes us number 2 or rank 2 in Asia and rank number 7 in the whole world as having the highest number of islands. This one. Okay. Philippines was conquered by Spain in 1956, followed by American in 1989, and then also we are conquered by Japan in 1942 to 1945. And during the time, I remember when we were a child, our grandparents, our forefather told us, gave us some stories. He gathered all his children, his grandchildren. He told us, did you know that we suffered a lot during our times because of these Japanese? I've seen, I have heard how our relatives, how my fellow countrymen were tortured, molested, and tormented. And I really pity our ancestor, our great grandparents. And did you know that your father, he was only 7, and we ran as fast as we could go into the tunnel so that we cannot be caught by the crossfire. Our life was always in danger. Filipinos are known for hospitality, high strong or sense of community, and we call it bayanihan. And this means helping one another. Suppose they're transferring their house from one place to another, the neighbors help them without asking anything in return. Filipinos are also family-oriented. As a symbol of respect, we put their hands in our forehead like this, and we use the term po and opo as a means of respect to them in replying them. These are our national costume. This we call the Filipiniana, the Maria Clara dress, Barong Tagalog, and this is our national dance. And Filipinos are also known for their vibrant celebrations, like the festivals. This picture, my family opening flowers during the one of the celebration in the Philippines. And church celebration, my daughter offering flower in Sharjah Church. And this is the Christmas, and one of the most anticipated events in our country is the Christmas season, because this is the time for us Christians, especially. This is the time of loving, caring, togetherness, and warmth and joy. These are the foods that we love. We have sinigang, adobo, caldereta, and the most anticipated is the lechon. All special celebration, mostly we serve this lechon. The sweets. My family celebrating Christmas Eve. This is one of the most important celebration in Philippines, Christmas Eve, because the following day is the Christmas season. And did you know that Philippines now is well known for being a beauty pageant powerhouse? We have our twins actually won already 15 titles, international titles. We have 4 Miss Universe, 6 titles for Miss International, 4 titles for Miss Earth, and Miss World, 1 title. Our national sport is SIPA, but our athletes are too good. They have achieved great success in their respective sports. Like see this Manny Pacquiao, maybe some of you know this guy. He's the first boxer to have won world titles in 8 different categories. Imagine, okay. And the only boxer to hold the world champions over 4 decades. From 1990, 2000, 2010, 2020, 40 years, he is the only boxer holding that title. And you're aware, or maybe you're already heard this, he got 2 medals in the recent competition, Venus, in Paris Olympic 2024. He brought 2 gold medals. The first one. And one of the notable tradition or wedding tradition in Philippines is the pamamandikan. This is the tradition of Filipino weddings. But do you know what happens during the pamamandikan? I will tell you. Suppose my boyfriend, he proposed marriage to me, then I accepted it. Then we agreed together that we're going to celebrate this a simple or grand celebration, depends to us. Then we decided to go to my parents. He brought his family with foods, and we discussed, and he asked blessing from my parents. He asked for approval, and because this tradition emphasizes the importance of family approval and support to the couple's union, support to us. It means they agree to our agreement to get married. And this is why we call Philippines as the Orient. It's amazing. Banawan, Excellences, Davao City, Eden, Lagoon, Palawan, and Boracay. These are all names amazing. I have seen that physically, and I will tell you that it's really great. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you.
Thank you very much, Rosalinda. First, I will tell this is a very, very good topic to choose. Thanks to you and your mentor, whosoever suggested. I particularly started surfing the Philippines tour in mobile in somewhere. And you all can understand why Rosalie doesn't want to change anything. Seeing the beautiful photo of the family. And there is one thing, if you are inquisitive, I will tell you. Rosalinda is the proud mother of a Miss Philippines pageant. Her daughter was the finalist in Miss Philippines. So it is very well understood that why he doesn't want to change anything and everything is fine, left God. Okay. So that's all from Rosalinda, and you are free to share your feedbacks to both the speakers, to their personal mobile or physically through some cheats and all. Let us see what was the time taken by both our speakers.
Taken by Toastmaster Dishan was 6 minutes and 10 seconds. And time taken by Toastmaster Rosalinda is 10 minutes and 20 seconds. So both are qualified.
Great. So as I was discussing that in the Harvard study, it was seen that 70% of the changes were not taken right. But why? If you think why we don't accept changes when it comes to us, it is mainly the studies say that we are born and brought up in an atmosphere where we are carrying some habits, we are complacent to some things in our lifestyle, in our family, in our close friends. When we get something, we get accomplished with them, accustomed with them, and then we are not really ready to change things. But one guy in India, the naked guy with the stick, Mahatma Gandhi, he told, be the change to change the world. The exact quote is,
Be the change you want to see.
be the change that you wish to see in the world. I don't know how many of us will be trying to do that after this meeting. If at least one other than me tries, it will be an achievement. Next segment of our meeting is something. Some people say this is very interesting. Some people feels going to washroom during this session to avoid. This is we call tabletop. For the guests, this is an impromptu speaking session. What happens in this session is there is one table topic master who will be asking random Toastmasters or guests to come on the stage and deliver a speech on a random topic, what he or she will be giving. And minimum speaking time is 1 minute. You get signals at 1 minute green, 1.5 minute amber, and 2 minute red. If you finish by 2 minutes 30 seconds, you are qualified. So 1 minute and 2 minutes 30 seconds in between, if you finish, you are qualified for voting to become the best speaker of tabletop. So to present this, I will ask someone who is a creative designer with extreme passion in interior designing, singing, dance, gardening, and developing. This is all what she told me. But let me tell something from my side. The next session will be presented by DTM Anita. Anita, if you define as a mentor, as a Toastmaster, as a servant leader, all will be falling short. I am following her since last 2 years. When I was area director, she was in a different club. I saw she mentors the meeting even, each and every aspect of meeting. And now you see the president of your club, you must be experiencing those. Toastmaster Anita is very comfortable to change her habits and methods in doing projects. But she is a bit reluctant in changing the tradition and culture, which is evident. So to present this session of table topics, let us welcome with a very big round of applause the mentor, past IT manager of district TTM Anita Naik. TTM Anita.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is why we all love Toastmasters. Because at home, whatever you do, nobody's going to come and felicitate or compliment you. But here in Toastmasters, every other time you come on the stage as taking up a role, I think everybody will agree with me. Whoever has taken up roles in Toastmasters, we're always complimented, and it's a stream and rivers of compliments that we are flushed into. So I'm really honored to be a role player today because I get to hear so many nice words, and that too from the division director. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Kaushik. And yes, this is a very interesting segment, and that's why I've asked my guests to start their videos. So there's just one guest who's still not started his video. Can we ask guest Jafar also, please start your video, come on to the video so that we can ask you a question. Table topics is interesting because we ask you a question, give you a topic and we ask you to talk on it. There is no negative marking here. It's all positive. You get good compliments if you do good, and you're not accused if you don't do good. So it's just a test to yourself, how good you are at thinking on your feet. So let's quickly get into this. 1.5 minute, 2. That is the signals that you get from the timer. That's red, amber, and green, amber, and red. Those will be your signals. At red, you still have 30 seconds to wind up your speech. So don't rush hurriedly or abruptly stop it there. After red, you have a grace of 30 seconds. So aram se you can stop your speech. You can end your speech. So let's start with somebody who's good at it, has done it before, one of the veterans. And let's call. I think that, there is a troop of people working for the same company in this particular club. So we'll try to create some politics between them. So let me call Satyajit, Toastmaster Satyajit, to come on the stage.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready, right? Your bosses are there sitting in front of you?
Yes.
Ignore them. Okay, just ignore them. Your topic is, how do you feel about working on weekends or late hours? How do you feel about working on weekends or late hours? Do you need a change? You can go ahead and say that. Toastmaster Satyajit, the stage is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Working in late hours, actually, if it is important to that particular moment, it's I think it's not like it's for important, then I'll do the work. It's not a big issue for me. But I appreciate the working hours. If the time is 8 hours, then work should be in 8 hours. If the time is over, then you should do that in the next day. But if the important work is there, if really necessary for the company or the organization, then I will definitely do. No problem, no issue. Okay, no complaint. That's all.
Do you need compensation for working late? That's also important.
Compensation. Actually, I get compensation. Actually, I really get a big compensation for. It's really not necessary the compensation should be in the money, but appreciating for the hard work is also good. So,
But if you were a married man and you have to go late home, don't you think it's a little problematic?
that's not problem. I'm still not married. But during married, if the person whom I married, if she's understanding, then there will be no issue. That family comes first, but work also with this. Okay. Thank you. Over to
Thank
ma'am.
you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Satyajit. This is one diplomatic answer that he has given to save his whatever from the bosses. Thank you, Satyajit. Now let's move on now to the next speaker. Guess you all wanted to give it a try. Anjana, Shipra, you understood, right? How it goes. Just have to talk.
On the same topic?
Yeah. Your topic is describe a situation where, did you work? Are you working, Shipra?
Yeah, I'm working.
Describe a situation where you had to work with a difficult co-worker. How did you manage it? Describe a situation where you had to collaborate or work with a difficult co-worker. How did you manage? The stage is yours.
Yeah. So, hi everyone. I think I will start my speech with there could be different kind of, co-workers who could be difficult in different ways. Like maybe your co-worker is themselves struggling with a certain piece of work, and they could be difficult on that front where additional support could help them, get back to speed. But there could also be situations where it is behaviorally they are different, and their behavior is indifferent. They do not want to support you. In that case, I think you should try to bridge the gap, understand where the gap is, and if it doesn't work between both of you, then it should be taken to a third party to, help you. Maybe a senior, maybe a coworker who can help bridge the gap that is between both of you.
Any personal incident where you managed?
Personal incident, not exactly with me, but yes, between two co-workers, there was a fight, and I was the referee, I would say. So, two guys, they were not gelling well, and that is where I referred their case. I discussed with them separately. I understood who said what, and then I tried resolving the conflict between them.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So now, if you are going to join the club, members, if there is some conflict, where you need to go to resolve it, right? Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Shipra.
Anita. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Anjana, you want to give it a try?
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay. So, Anjana, the situation goes like this. You have been conferred with the title Best Cook of the Year by one of the, by Home Center. Okay. So, at the felicitation ceremony, you were asked to speak after you were given the title, you were conferred the title. So, what is your felicitation speech going to be like?
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. First of all, I would, welcome everyone, like a greeting kind of from my side for thank you so much, whoever is in the deities or whoever is in the, for giving me this opportunity to, to select. And I don't know if I should include this because cooking. And giving the opportunity, because I'm sure it's if it is 5 people or 10 people who have participated in this competition, I'm sure everybody is excellent in their work, and out of which certain things might have stand out, which they would have understood, which would have made them choose me as the best cook. So I would appreciate and obviously be grateful for this opportunity. And yeah. That's
Tell about the hard work that you put in also.
Yes, for me, cooking is like a stress buster. It's like, we keep researching, trying out new cuisines, trying out different method of cooking. So, we try to put in something. A practice is required, a passion is required in cooking. So it's like with heart and with love, we try to give something to others, and that obviously reflects on the cooking. So, that's it.
Thank you so much, Anjana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Award winner here, receiver here. Thank you again. Let's call our timer Toastmaster Kamal to come and give his to take up the next topic. He's sitting very comfortably. Let's like shake him from that place. Kamal ji, aa jaiye. Come. Walk to the stage.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Toastmaster Kamal, have you ever had to deal with a dissatisfied customer? How did you resolve the situation? Have you ever had to deal with a dissatisfied customer? How did you resolve the situation? Toastmaster Kamal.
When we are going to buy anything in the market, first of all, we are searching what we are requirement, what is available. Okay, then we compare both. Okay, if I purchase this thing, then this will be the benefit for us. Or if I purchase this thing as per the availability, then this will be the drawback for me. So we are comparing and also looking for the alternate solution. Sometimes I purchase an alternate solution also. Well, let's have a try. And also while doing this thing, I cross check with the shopkeeper. If I don't satisfy this thing, then shall I replace within a day or 2 days? If yes, then I can definitely use it as per my requirement. And if not, then I definitely return it. And again looking for the alternate solution. And if the shopkeeper telling no, this is sold once, we cannot return take it back. So at that time I need to think again. Shall I take it? Or looking for again alternate solution, which suits, because anything I am purchasing, my pocket is losing so much of things, right? So that need to be safe when I purchase anything. So for that purpose, every time I search in the online, also offline, taking so many things from the local representatives available. I'm asking so many questions to them. They are also thinking so many times whether he will take these things or just generally asking the questions. But yes, for me, it's necessary to understand better what I'm purchasing, and that is equivalent what I'm paying or not. If not, I definitely not paying that one or not taking that one. Over to you.
I think you need to talk until it is green or you're not being timed.
No,
Time. Satya,
Okay.
take the time. Anita, can you ask Gurvinder to take the next one?
Yeah.
Gurvinder, Toastmaster Gurvinder.
Yeah. Just before that, I think Toastmaster Kamal used the
Yes.
topic in a different way. He's become the customer instead of he being the seller. It's fine. We understand. So much Toastmaster Kamal. Gurvinder, jaiye. Come onto the stage.
Okay.
Toastmaster Gurvinder. Describe a time when you had to learn a new skill to complete a task. Describe a time when you had to learn a new skill to complete a task. Toastmaster Gurvinder.
During our life, the situation is always challenging. I always look forward to easy days, happy days, no challenges, no complications, waking up early, sleeping late, watching movies. But this is not the case all the times. Life throws a lot of challenges. The way it threw day before yesterday in front of me when my wife said that I am not in mood to cook today. Either you order or you don't eat. And I took it, in my whole spirit of manhood. I said, if you don't cook, that does not mean I would not eat. I can cook myself. To survive that day, I decided to make a dish. It was made out of some vegetables, capsicums, and everything. And I thought that I'll do good. I immediately found a video on YouTube. I started searching. There were hundreds of recipes around making a dish of capsicum and potatoes. And my wife, sitting in the drawing room, was enjoying her movie. She said, let him feel the pain, how everyday cooking is done at home. And she was looking forward to what I come up as a surprise with. But then I went through the video. I slowly started. I mean, obviously, anybody says that I don't know anything about cooking, I would say that's a lie. Because when you are living in a house, you're watching people cooking, you learn to some extent. That video helped me. The dish didn't turn out to be a very good dish, but it was a survival. It's just a one single example of a task that I had to learn that day, to learn something new, to survive. But the reality is, life will give you these kind of situations every single day. When you have to be inquisitive, when you have to be enthusiastic, when you have to have open mindset to learn something new and grow in life. With this message, I would always recommend to all of you that when your wife says no to food, don't be disappointed. Look forward to new ways. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gurvinder. I think a lesson learned the hard way. One last speaker we're going to call, Toastmaster Cruz, a bundle of energy. Can you come onto the stage?
Morning, Anita. I was surprised that you called me. I was enjoying my biscuit and tea,
I know. Good morning, Cruz.
Morning to you all.
Have you handled a challenge in the workplace before? What was it? And how did you manage? Have you handled a challenge in the workplace before? What was it and how did you manage? Toastmaster Cruz.
Good morning, Toastmasters and fellow friends, online, offline friends. Nice to see you all in big numbers. Challenges and office. I'm facing this all the time. All the time, it's all the time. There is not a single day which I'm not having a challenge. Since I'm running a show, and there is always some difficulties. Another, right away, I was sitting over there, and my staff messaged me, I have to leave the country immediately. I said, for what? My visa is expiring. Her visa is expiring on the 30th, 31st. She said, no, I don't have the bus to go to Oman and come back. I said, what? You should be 5 days early. Huh? So she said, no, I want to go. I said, why? Is there no bus on the 30th or the 31st? She said, yes, there is a bus, but the timing is not suiting me. I said, didn't I give you the money to go by taxi? So this is one of those sort of a challenge. Just now I was facing it. I said, I have given you more than the visa money to go by taxi and to eat food also. Please go on that particular day so you can do, and I can say 5 days. Otherwise, if she goes tomorrow, instead of on the 30th or 31st, we are losing 5 days of the visa. So these type of challenges every day, there are any number of challenges which I can describe about it. But time won't permit me to give you all this insight about it right away. This is one of the challenges. Just I faced it during the meeting of this Toastmaster. Thank you. Over to you, Anita. Take care. God bless you.
You take care, Toastmaster Cruz. Thank you so much. With that, we come to the end of the table topics segment. Can we have Toastmaster Kamal read out the timings, please?
In table topic session, Toastmaster Satya Group, 1 minute 35 seconds. Toastmaster Kipra, 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Anjana, 1 minute 35 seconds. Toastmaster Kamal, 1 minute 57 seconds. Toastmaster Gurvinder, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And Toastmaster Cruz, 1 minute and 50 seconds. So all are qualified.
Okay, it is Toastmaster guest Anjana, Toastmaster Kamal, Toastmaster Gurbinder, and Toastmaster Cruz. Is that right?
All qualified.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find out if the order is right. I'm launching the polls.
Satyajit,
Shipra,
Shipra, Anjana, Kamal, Gurvinder,
and
Puri.
all right. So all of you who can vote online, please vote online. Those who cannot vote online, please send a message on WhatsApp to me. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Kaushik, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Anita, for handling this session such a beautiful way. This one I cut her. The session was with so much energy. Like Gurvinder's session, with this cooking thing. I always thank my God, I thank my mother and my wife to making me a good cook. If you are a good cook, you spend less in the hotels. That is another benefit. My mother taught me how to cook when I used to be alone during my studies and my work. And my wife pushed me to cook because she doesn't want to cook, which made me, I practiced and then I became a good one. And cruise, the lifetime experience, the real-time experience when we shared, that is the beauty of Toastmasters, that okay, how you handle the topics. So the next session is the evaluation session. It is time to evaluate ourselves also in the perspective of change. So when somebody is asking you to change, are you really patient? I got feedbacks from the Toastmasters present today in the meeting that they are okay with the changes, but in the pace of their work, not at the pace of the guy who is asking for change. I will request to introspect everyone. Can you see in yourself when you are comfortable changing in your pace? Are you okay with someone changing in his or her pace? And are you comfortable with that? Let us introspect. Meanwhile, the next session is the evaluation session. For the evaluation of the first speech delivered by Jisan, the evaluator is Toastmaster Nazreen, who is the Toastmaster of another club also, and today the first time in our club. So please welcome Toastmaster with a big round of applause. Toastmaster Nazreen for evaluating Toastmaster Jishan.
Thank you, TMOD. Are you all able to hear me well?
Yeah.
Great. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, and especially my target speaker, Toastmaster Jishan, congrats on delivering your icebreaker speech. Icebreaker speech is a significant milestone, right? And in your path of engaging humor. And I must say, you have done it with charm. You created a vivid picture. It felt like a movie that I was watching. I could visualize the thunderstorm, the hospital, the chaos, your mother in pain, your father running around and trying to identify, okay, is among the Jishans that are born, who is my right son by marking X and an eyeliner. So it felt a movie unfolding in front of my eyes. You, Jishan, I felt you have a natural talent in storytelling, and this was very evident. And that initial part kept us hooked from the beginning because you had relatable stories. Because we have seen such kind of chaos, like birth story in movies, right? Especially in the older movies, not recently. It was very relatable, and you had light-hearted anecdotes that you had mentioned. You were able to bring humor into life experiences. And one good thing about you, Jishan, is you are able to play with words. You have an ability to create imagery with words because your story became alive and it felt very effortless. You have very good voice clarity, Jishan. I felt you are very comfortable in presenting in front of audience. I did not feel any nervousness. Maybe you were nervous, but it did not even show at all. You had good eye contact. And one thing for me, because I'm looking at you in that small box, you were not able to use your entire space because that you had to be in that space for virtual guests, right? So you were not able to, you were restricted to be there, but still you could have moved a little bit. You were standing in one position and talking, so you could have moved a little bit here or there, left or right, just a step left or right. That was one thing. You had good eye contact, like I said, with all your audiences. One area for improvement that I would say is the pacing. Some areas you were fast and some you were slow. So take a look at your pacing. And then also the transitions. Like I felt there was less, there was a bit of a miss in the flow. So the transitions from one story to the other could have been a bit more smoother. So that comes with definitely that comes with a lot of practice for sure. So keep practicing, because before every delivery, at least 10 to 15 times you have to practice. That is what I do. I am not like I cannot wing a speech all the time, so I definitely have to practice. And I like for my perspective, every every time you practice a speech, you can see a difference between the first and the 20th time you practice. So keep practicing. The more you do it, the more you will be able to perfect it. Again, you are a great storyteller, Jishan. Try to add some more humor into your speeches, because that's what your learning path is, right? So try to add more humor into it and vocal variety, because when you're putting humor into a speech, you will have to say stories in a way that it looks like a conversation, right? So body language and variety of your voice, that will be really helpful for you. So I think that is it. Thank you so much, Jishan. And I'm looking forward to more from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Navdeep. And the next evaluator is someone who need to be introduced in a different way. He's a designer by profession, and when asked about the change, he wrote he is very comfortable with changes. Then when I sent message personally, he wrote me back, my wife is around. Jokes apart, Toastmaster Paramjit Singh. Toastmaster Paramjit is a member of series of clubs. I don't know the count. He is in Toastmaster meetings the whole week. And he is the champion of international speech contest at the area level. He is the area director. He is, I can say, the roles of Toastmasters, because he must be doing somewhere something. President, vice president, etc. Everything he is doing at the same time. But he does good evaluation also. Let us see. Toastmaster Paramjit for evaluating Toastmaster Rosalinda. Please join your hands. Welcome Toastmaster Paramjit.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Mr. Kaushik. It put a lot of pressure on me now. Okay, how many of you have visited Philippines? My goodness, the first question. And how many of you are inquisitive about knowing more about Philippines? I hope everyone's thirst must have quenched by now with the information Rosalinda has provided us with her Rosalinda, it was indeed a professional, informational presentation, where we are able to understand about the pearl. I and most of us over here are working with different Filipino friends, and we're always not knowing what is Philippines or what is the pearl of the Orient. I think you have given us very clear information about the pearl with a well-researched, well-prepared, well-presented, and an engaging, confident presentation. There are a lot of information about the Philippines, and I think you touched every fact of life, starting from your independence to marriages, to the food habits and the tradition. I think all of us, we are here, most of us are from Asia, and we could very well relate with the information you provided. We all passed through all this, and we were all under repression from different regimes. Now, the things which said very good for you, outstanding, the structure of the speech, which was very well laid out, and at the last you revealed only the pearl of the Orient. I was thinking, what is the pearl of the Orient? I was not knowing at that moment. Now, second point, which stood good for your energy. Your energy was very high today, and your voice. You were talking about your country, and I could feel the emotion from your words you were speaking, and the emotion there was, and you gave everything with evidence, like everything you provided with evidence. That's something very great. Now, when it's such a good, high quality professional speech, it's very difficult to find few of the points, but still I feel there are few points which can enhance this speech to the further level. Number one, the slides were really good, apt, but there were small letters and more information on one slide. According to the neurology, we cannot take much information, maximum 7 things, or maybe 4 to 5 things will be much, or even one photo was more than enough, so that we can take it very, overwhelming sometimes. The second was, it's very difficult to contain 7 minutes, a Philippine country like Philippines in 7 minutes, but you did it very well. However, the pace was so fast that it was not a time for us to, absorb the first one and then the second one. You can have reduced little bit of it, but this was really, otherwise was wonderful. So, in conclusion, you could have asked us, please visit the pearl of the Orient. Overall, if you are with your well-researched speech, if you can add on the little slides and your pace, you are a star speaker for Rendezvous as well as the area. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, Paramjit, for your evaluation. It was same like the speech, quite beautiful. Toastmasters, we have gone through 3 different segments: the prepared speech, the table topic, and the evaluation. So there is a voting session to understand who was the best today. So the screens will be coming to you. Please select the vote for the best speaker, best table topic speaker, and best evaluator. Before that, let me take the time from Kamal.
Toastmaster Nazreen took 4 minutes and 40 seconds, which is disqualified. DTM Paramjit sir, 3 minutes and 27 seconds, qualified.
So, Toastmasters meetings happens in a very close surveillance and a very disciplined way. If you know many things, you cannot just come here and speak for long. There is a limited time. You need to finish in that and touching the objective you wanted to speak. So that makes this timing. And there is one more surveillance. There is someone who was observing the entire meeting and tried to find the grammar used by us during our speeches. the good and the bad ones. Let me welcome Toastmaster Gurvinder to present his report of grammar. Please welcome with a big round of applause Toastmaster Gurvinder.
Dear Toastmasters and guests, it was an amazing meeting. And believe me, I tried really hard to find some of the points which could be improved. But all of you were amazing speakers. I couldn't find a lot of things to be improved, but a few things are good things because as a grammarian, what I can emphasize on is not just the mistakes, but the good quotes, sayings, thoughts shared during the whole weekend. So I'll start with some of the new words which I learned today. One of the speakers used the word cardinal sin, which is one out of the 7 sins. So this was very good use of that thing. Another thing, that speaker used the attribution, the use of the word attribute and attribution as a gesture in a very good tonal quality and way. So I adapted these 2 words. I hope you also did it. And another speaker, which told us a lot of things about Philippines, used the word bayanihan, helping each other, helping the community without expecting anything in reward. That's what we do all the time in Toastmasters. I have been personally helped by a lot of people sitting in the room. But I liked another word as well, which was pamakihan. That means when you want to marry somebody, you go with the food and impress their parents. When I get a second chance, I will definitely use that. There was a quotation used by Kaushik sir. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. Hundreds of times you will come across this quotation. But this time I will take it with me and try to utilize it. Not just this, but apart from this, there was a speaker, Cruz, Mr. Cruz, full of energy. That energy was awesome. And I take it as in the role of grammarian also, I take that level of energy as a learning. Yes, the people who have joined this meeting are definitely missing on the tea, biscuits, refreshments, and all other things that we get here. But a couple of places, some speakers have used the H word where H has to be silent, like overwhelming and overwhelming, the difference of honest and honest. These few things could be corrected. And the last thing used by Mr. Kaushik, it's a very different way, the way he used it. Surveillance and discipline is the way in the Toastmasters meeting. So if I would have been at his place, I wouldn't have been able to pass that feedback so positively as he did it, that even if we know a lot of things, we have to adhere with the surveillance and discipline. With this remarks, I would say that all of you did a fantastic job. Congratulations for this.
Thank you very much, Gurvinder. There is one more role in Toastmaster meetings, which calls accountant. And I took up the role today. What we do in this role is we count the unnecessary pauses and the words which are not necessary. Like, right? These things are not necessary and breaks your flow. This comes when you are not in control of the speech, or when you have not rehearsed the speech enough. This comes when you think before you speak, because we are not generally not native speaker of English. So we convert our thoughts into English and present. And that fraction of a second, 1 or 2 seconds, we manage with, all right, these are not necessary. This happened today around 5 times. And we count the word of the day, how many times we used in this. Using the word of the day in your speeches in an impromptu way is a skill. So here today, we use this word of the day 4 times in different people's speeches. That's the counter rule. And now we are almost at the end of the meeting. As I told, the Toastmaster meeting happens in a close surveillance, and there is someone who was silently observing us since the beginning of the meeting. And she gives the point of improvements and the good things, what we did in the meeting. She is none other than Toastmaster Momita, all the way from Calcutta, India. Momita was reluctant to change because it is a pain, physical and mental. But when she changed, she is bearing the fruits. That is what happens when you take the pain. Same like the Toastmaster. When you take the first step to join the club, you become a different person in some time. Let us welcome with a very big round of applause our today's general evaluator, Toastmaster Momita.
Very good afternoon from India. This is Momita De. Okay, so let me start with the poster. Poster was superb. So yes, it added a charm to the meeting. We all were curious, inquisitive to see, to watch, to join the meeting because of the poster. Agenda was distributed on time so that we look through and we can follow the meeting theme and the purposes. Meeting started on time, and it's really difficult to run a hybrid meeting. Different people, different time zone, and we all get together to watch the to join the meeting. Yes, I missed that tea and biscuits. So congratulations to all the members who joined the meeting and the guests in person. Okay, now coming to our Sergeant at Arms. Congratulations, Toastmaster Satyajit Samanta. You have the opportunity to appear yourself 24 times, as your president said. So I hope you have 24 pairs of outfits, but you were looking very energetic. You started the meeting very energetic way. You're present at the stage. Really made us curious that what is going to happen. And I saw you groomed, I saw you change. And yes, congratulations for being the sergeant at arms. Now coming to our presidential speech, DTM Anita Naidu, I would say you are a complete speaker. During our presidential speech, what we do, either we give a motivational speech using motivational quotes or something related to the theme. What you did, you explained the pathways of the Toastmaster. So it actually a very good way to introduce our guests and new members what is pathway. So you used your presidential time or speech to explain the Toastmasters pathway. So thank you very much for that, so to enlighten us. Coming to the word master. Yes, as concluding our presidential speech, so she introduced us that our pathways, and then just we jump into the word master session, and the word is in you shared with us is inquisitive. We all the Toastmasters are inquisitive. Our speakers, as our speakers are lucky, they got that Rendezvous Toastmasters platform, because this is the club I know. They always encourage inquisitive Toastmasters. And congratulations, both of speaker. I don't know, Toastmaster Jishan, it was your ice-breaking speech, but tell me that how many times you did practice, because it was, I mean, not at all a ice-breaking speech. It was very much prepared speech. And a special thanks to second speaker, Toastmaster Rosalinda. The way you presented your country, your culture, and congratulations to your daughter to make your country proud. So it was superb. I really enjoyed both of speeches. Obviously, special thanks goes to the once again to our second speaker, because something I mean, when you find colors, cultures in a speech, it will I mean, increase your interest level during the meeting. Now again, DTM Anita Naidu, for your table topic session. Once again, you proved that politics is not at all always dirty. Sometimes it's for good too. And what are the participants' their speeches? Ex worker, someone was good in their words, someone good in their expressions, someone was good the way they presented, because it's not that easy that you come at the stage or being the guest and first time you are delivering a speech through table topic. But as I said, ex worker, our grammarian, he obviously grammarian role is the, I mean, I think is the toughest role, but always as the easiest role, because it's like the putting figures to others, but he didn't do that. Our grammarian Vinder, he explained and all the positive sides. And then I was about to say that, oh, I'm missing a air counter, but when Toastmaster and TMOD Kaushik said that I will do the R counter role, and he said that there were unnecessary pause. I do not agree, because the meeting running on time, and it's always the credit of the TMOD Toastmaster Kaushik. You hold the meeting very well. So if there is unnecessary pause or also, in spite of that, you run the meeting very well done. So as a TMOD, congratulations to you. Theme was good, but the way you run the meeting, it's superb. Also, I mean, congratulations to all the participants, from Sergeant at Arms to the air counter. Always superb. They did your job very well. I missed the evaluators. Now, what I would say for the evaluators, both are, I said, as I said, that our speakers are lucky. They got Rendezvous platform and they got their best evaluator. For for the ice breaking speech, Toastmaster Jishan, you did well and you were evaluated well. And also the second speaker, Toastmaster Rosalinda, our evaluator Toastmaster Nazreen and Toastmaster Parminder. So you evaluated your speakers very well. You, I mean, bring out the positive part of the speakers, and I wish that you will do this same job, and I wish the speakers will get this kind of evaluation at their upcoming levels. So these all are, I think I covered up all the part of the meeting today. Now over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kaushik.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Madhumita. It is really good to see that, okay, you could heard everything all the way from Calcutta. And we could heard all the good words you told about us all the way from Calcutta. And the improvements also. So Toastmasters, we are almost at the end of the meeting. Thank you very much for tolerating me for almost 2 hours. But believe me, change is inevitable. You want or not, change will happen. You will look for changes in others, and others will look for change in you. So let us introspect when we go out of the meeting and be the change ourselves as we look for the change in others. With that, let me conclude my part and hand it over after thanking DTM Anita for giving me this opportunity to be the TMOD today, and handing over to DTM Anita for her presidential address. DTM Anita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Kaushik. Can we give him a big round of applause for all the efforts that he has invested? Thank you so much. Thank you. I will first take you all to the results of today's meeting. We have the best speaker, Toastmaster Rosalinda, has been chosen as the best speaker. Best evaluator, of course, there is no election, no voting because of time disqualification. However, the one who's completed inside the time limit becomes the winner. Best table topics, the one who's cruising through his business, Toastmaster Cruise. Certificate of appreciation to Toastmaster Momita for coming in as a general evaluator and giving us her inputs on the meeting. Toastmaster Gurbinder for being the a little prepared word master and grammarian. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gurbinder. And now that leaves me with something which is very important, and that is appreciation. I really thank from the bottom of my heart Toastmaster Nazreen for having accepted this role of being the evaluator for our icebreaker speaker, Toastmaster Jishan. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nazreen. We look forward to having you again and again over here. Your little feedback before we wind up the meeting today. How did you find our meeting?
Thank you so much, DTM Anita. It was the first time for me to attend a hybrid meeting. So I really know how it works right now. So first of all, great job setting it up, Sergeant and the whole team. And thank you for having me. It's the first time for me to come and evaluate another, to see the operations of another club as well. So good opportunity, and I look forward to connecting with you all again. If there is an opportunity, please let me know.
Sure.
More than happy to help.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nazreen. We have Toastmaster Kiran here. Toastmaster Kiran has been silently watching. I could not give her a table topic because of time constraint. Your quick feedback, dear.
Yeah. Thank you, DTM Anita. It was a marvelous meeting. And the special thing, the concise GE report, I like it. And the Toastmaster, the word master, who brought a very beautiful word, inquisitive. And I'm always inquisitive to attend your club meeting. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kiran. Please do keep coming and probably support us with the role as well. Guest Shipra, are you there? Shipra? Hi. Can you give us a quick feedback of today's meeting, please?
Am I visible? Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a small health problem at home, so I have to take care of that. So I'm switching off my camera. I think it was good and quite interesting story from Jishan. It started well, and as I think one of the evaluators said, right, eventually the story little bit lost the pace, but it was really good. I enjoyed the session.
Yeah. Looking forward to having you in our forthcoming meetings and hopefully looking forward to you joining in Toastmasters fraternity. Thank you so much, Shipra.
Thank you.
And Toastmaster Gurvinder, if we could have a short feedback from you as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the meeting, though I reached almost on time while driving past, but after coming here, it was really worth attending this meeting, and all the speakers uh, were really good speakers. I actually enjoyed today's meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Gurvinder. And last but not the least, Toastmaster Momita, thank you once again from the bottom of the entire Rendezvous team's heart. You've always been there to support us, and it gets better and better by the day. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone at the venue. Thank you, everyone online. We should see you all again in 14 days' time from now. Whoever wants is looking forward to doing a speech. You don't have to do always a prepared speech. Like Rosalinda did something on her country. You could always come up with something where you have great conviction on and bring it to our notice, because we all are looking forward to hog information. So if you want to talk about your country, your culture, or anything, any habit, any custom that you feel is nice and needs to be shared, please let's use this platform effectively. With that, with the power vested in me as the president of Rendezvous Toastmasters Club, I declare this meeting number 94, adjourned, and looking forward to seeing each of you once again in the near future. Happy weekend, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Thank you, Kiran. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.